Welcome to Downtown Sports. My name is Downtown Steven Brown, and in today's video, guys, I want to touch on some things ahead of tonight's home opener, season opener for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Before we do that, I showed an armchair GM in my previous video with Alex Kerfoot centering the fourth line, and it kind of just looked like I made it up because I forgot the clip in which I showed this tweet, which the importance of it is that these were the last line combinations that we got with Austin Matthews being a part of them before it was announced that he was going to miss the first 3 games of the season. But these were the practice lines from Tuesday, and you're seeing the value of Alex Kerfoot there. One day he can be centering your fourth line out of priority. The next day he can be slotted into an offensive role there in your top six. The next day he can be on the wing on that shutdown line. He's a very versatile player, and coaches love guys who are just easy like that. Low maintenance players who you can just plug and play throughout your lineup and ask them to do whatever you need. Takes a load off of you, and it's clear as to why the organization clearly likes that player. But before the end of practice, Mitch Marner kind of collides with Wayne Simmonds and gets up slow, participates in a couple of drills, and then is taken off right away. Jason Spezza, his teammate, kind of made light of the situation, thinking it was kind of okay, but he hadn't really talked to him at that point. We're not really sure if Marner's going to play tomorrow night or not. But if there are any updates to the situation, I will leave a pinned comment. I just don't have any time to do this on Wednesday, so I'm doing it Tuesday night. You know, that last scene from the All or Nothing documentary where Paul McLean kind of speaks up and says that this team has demons everywhere, you can't describe the Toronto Maple Leafs with anything more true. Because literally ever since the 2016-17 season, it's gone first round exit. The William Nylander contract holdout, and then we signed John Tavares, and that's really cool. But everyone heavily criticizes that because that's eventually going to be a lot of money locked up into 4 forwards, but it's okay because he leads the league in 5-on-5 goals his first season here. You trade for Jake Muzzin, and the first thing that your coach has to say about it is that he doesn't shoot right-handed, even though he's one of the better 2-way defensemen in the game. You lose game 6 and 7 to Boston that year with your best players on the bench in favor of a guy who's got 3 goals since New Year's. In the final minute, you got the Mitch Marner contract situation going on throughout that summer, and then you bring the same coach back for whatever reason. No one's really listening to him throughout the first 21 games or so. He's sabotaging one of your big offseason moves by playing the offensive defenseman in a defense-first role, and then you finally fire him and you bring in the guy that the general manager wanted in the first place, but then your goalie can't stop a beach ball for about the next year and a half or so because you played him so much in the first 3 years that he was here. He's hanging on by the thinnest thread possible back there, but it's okay, because you've locked up your 4-star forwards to slightly above market deals, and the salary cap is going to continue to go up, up, and up, and everyone's going to be okay. The ESPN deal is coming. The Seattle expansion team is coming. Nope, wrong. Flat cap for the next 2 or 3 more years, whatever it is. You lose that Jiminy Crickets play-in round series to the Columbus Blue Jackets because you just decide that you don't want to score goals anymore, and then you spend practically every single day of last year in first place. You've improved defensively. The goaltending is again hanging on by the thinnest thread possible, but when Jack Campbell is in there, he is stopping all of the pucks possible. Austin Matthews wins the Rocket Richard Trophy. Mitch Marner finishes top 5 in scoring. John Tavares suffers the scariest injury that I've ever seen watching hockey live in the first game of that series. You go up 3-1 anyway, and you just piss it all away. That's been the last 5 or 6 years cheering for this team. There is literally demons everywhere. And now we're here. Bitter, mad, confused, pissed off, and sad. Mostly just sad. But apparently, this season doesn't matter. The regular season, anyway, just does not matter. To who doesn't it matter? The players who sat there in the dressing room crying after losing Game 7? To you, the person who is watching a solely Leafs YouTube channel? Who doesn't it matter to? Are you kidding me? You care. You care and I care. That's why we're both here. And it sucks. I know, but we're way too invested into this thing to do anything about it at this point. I showed this in the previous video, but you got 4 out of the 10 projections here with the Leafs finishing first in the Atlantic Division, and it makes you really just want to punch a hole right through the screen. Who is this for? Should have been my reaction in the previous video. Not just nonchalantly discussing, oh, that's cool, but no. Who is this for? Certainly not me, person that does not care. 62% chance to make it to the second round? Who is this for? You might as well have just made it 67 and just thrown the clown nose on there and no one would have known the difference, Tom. So then maybe it's not who it's for, and maybe it's what is it about. And it's got to be about that 14% chance here that Dom is giving them to win the Stanley Cup this season. But then, how do you go about doing that? According to Sheldon Keefe, it's about developing Stanley Cup habits. What are Stanley Cup habits? I don't know. But for the purposes of this channel, we're just going to arbitrarily make them up as we go, depending on what we want to see from the Maple Leafs on that any given day. And tomorrow, I want to see them go out there without Austin Matthews and possibly without Mitch Marner and win that game. And then I want to see them win on Thursday night because I'm going to be there. I'm going to be driving to Ottawa. They better win that game. And then I want to see them win that third game without Austin Matthews. I want to see them go 3-0 without their best player. Because you know what that is? That is finding ways to win. And that's got to be a Stanley Cup habit. And the first 3 games of the season are very winnable. The home opener against the Montreal Canadiens, who are very banged up to start the season. A home and home with the Ottawa Senators that do not have Brady Tkachuk. I want to wake up on Sunday morning when I'm planning my day. You know, I'm going to watch like 8 football games or whatever it is, and I'm going to scroll through my fantasy football team and hope that I win. I want to see them with 6 points on the board Sunday morning. I don't understand how you could possibly say that this regular season means nothing for the Toronto Maple Leafs, and the only thing that has meaning this year for them is the playoffs, because these guys need to be dogging it each and every day throughout this regular season in order to make sure that they learn as many Stanley Cup habits as they possibly can. I want there to be like a board in the Leafs dressing room like SpongeBob and Patrick had at boating school. I want to see as many good noodle gold stars up there as they possibly can get. I'm going to try to put a link in the description to that epic speech that Sheldon Keefe gave that keeps getting teased in the Amazon All or Nothing series. Because I want you to watch that before you're getting ready to put on your jersey and sit down and watch the game tomorrow night. Because you're not fooling anyone. I know that's what you're going to be doing tomorrow. That's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. I want you to watch that. Because that's the exact same message that is going to be going through these players' heads tomorrow come game time. And hopefully, it gets through to them. And hopefully, you'll join me on the inevitable up and down roller coaster that is going to be this season. And I'm going to end this video off the same way that I ended off the previous one. No matter what happens at the end of this year, they win or they lose. It doesn't have to be the Stanley Cup. It will be deserved. The end result, the outcome of them winning or losing, it'll be deserved. And in knowing that, we can all confidently say and feel that way towards this team. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. Make sure to like the video if you did like and subscribe for more, because more is always on the way. And remember, I will put a pinned comment updating the situation on if Mitch Marner is going to play or not, or if there's any changes, what the lineup is going to look like. I'll leave a pinned comment down below. I'm just filming this on Tuesday night because I'm not going to have time to do it on Wednesday, and I wanted to get a video up for you guys on game day, first game of the season. Hopefully it goes well.